this video I want to share some of the websites which I love the most for UI UX inspiration when working on a client or on a personal project. And as you may know, I'm a full-time UI UX designer working 100% remotely. So having UX inspiration is always something which is very important, because starting from a white canvas can be a little bit overwhelming. So in this video you're definitely going to learn some great resources. So without further ado, let's jump in my computer. Hey guys, so one of my first favorite resources is UI8.com. And the reason being is that it has a lot of UI kits and just premium designs which are really interesting, and at times you can really have a lot of inspiration, not only from a single shot, but you can have inspiration when creating like a larger project. So you can already see a larger project in here compared to sites like Dribble, which are good, but I noticed that on UI8 the quality is really high. And by the way, if you want to check it out, I'm going to leave the link in the description, so you might want to go for it. And basically UI8.com, it's a great place to just cruise around and just look at different UI kits, different designs, and it can really be a good source of inspiration. Now, moving to the next one, another great resource is UImovement.com. And the great thing about the UI Movement is that they have tons of animated UIs. So not only you can have some inspiration when it comes to like static designs, but if you're looking to get some more inspiration when it comes to animations and moving elements in the UI, UI Movement is definitely a great place to check out, and I highly recommend it. There's also the classic one, which is Dribble. And Dribble, I mean, it's a name that everybody knows in the design community, especially UI designers and UX designers. And Dribble is really cool. And recently, they changed a little bit the interface and the UX. And I think they made some pretty good improvements, especially when it comes to filtering and sorting out different areas. So right now, I'm on the homepage. And I'm not logged in into my Dribble account. However, you can already see that you can filter by, for example, branding, illustration, print, product design. And the good thing is that you can also search by designers. And let's say that I want some inspiration for something specific, like pop-ups. I can simply go on the very top right search bar. I can search for pop-ups. And I can literally see UIs which are associated with that keyword, that search query. So I can simply cruise around and see inspiration for that specific thing, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And there's lots of talented designers on Dribble, and lot of clean designs. And I think that Dribble, it's always been one of those key pillar websites in the design community, and definitely going to be to maintain so. If you're looking for inspiration for websites, I definitely recommend you to check out awards. And that's awards with 3ws.com. And over here, you're going to be able to find so many websites which are pretty cool. Some of them have like the craziest animations, the craziest interactions. So it's cool to as an inspiration, not only for client projects, but just to like see how much you can push websites, because Some of the things over here are just breathtaking. And yeah, I mean, there's some people who really push the websites to the next level, especially when it comes to animations and interactions, which, by the way, I'm not always fond of when it comes to achieving goals for client projects, because extreme animations, extreme interactions can actually be a distraction when it comes to the goals and the business KPIs. However, it can be interesting, and it really depends on the project. I mean, if you're dealing with a creative agency, for example, doing a highly animated interactive website can be something which is pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, it really depends on the client project and on your specific goals and needs. Now, moving on to the next one, another classic one, and that is Behance. Behance has been around for a very long time, and it's now on Adobe site. And on Behance, you can find a lot of case study. And compared to Dribble, Behance has more in-depth projects. So meaning that on Dribble, most of the times you're just going to find maybe one specific shot of the project, or a few shots of the project, while on Behance you can find multiple shots, multiple you can really see the project in depth. And this is something which is pretty cool. And Behance has been used as a portfolio website from designers for a very long time, and I definitely see why. And I also had a Behance profile. However, I haven't touched it in such a long time, since most of my work now is just on my personal website. I also do have a Dribble account, which I'm not using that much, and also some other social media like Instagram. But for the most part, the bulk of my portfolio is on my personal website. But hey, if you don't want to invest in a personal website, or don't want to invest the time and the money, you can definitely have a portfolio in Behance, as well as getting a lot of inspiration from other designers. Now, the next website is specifically if you're looking for inspiration for e-commerce sites. That is ecom.design. This is a really cool website, and the entire focus, as you might have guessed, is on e-commerce. So over here, you can just browse around a few different e-commerce websites. It's pretty cool, the fact that you can filter by a few things, such as platform. You can even if you're interested in looking for only Shopify websites, you can do that from here, or WooCommerce. This is pretty in depth. This is something which you don't have in the other inspiration websites, or at least I haven't seen it yet. And you can also browse by categories, and even the tech, like Google Analytics, double click by Google, MailChimp. I mean, this is and also the traffic, low, medium, high, very high. This is pretty interesting, especially if you're about to create an e-commerce for a client or as a personal project. It's definitely a site which you can consider if you're looking for inspiration. Now, the last one, but not the least one, it's patterns or patterns. I have no idea how to how it's actually spelled, but this is a pretty cool website when it comes to finding inspiration for iOS and Android apps, and you can browse by categories. So, for example, if you're looking for inspiration for an about section, you can simply click here on categories on about, and it's going to load only about sections of different apps in the filtering system which you use. So pretty cool website. Amazing if you're building an app, and yeah, overall it's pretty cool. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful. If you like the video, leave a comment below, and because this really motivates me to continue to do more videos and deliver more value to you. And if you liked it, also leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and click on the email on the bell notification in order to receive new videos whenever I post them. And if you're interested in the most premium UI kits on the web, you can click on the link in the description below, and you can see the website which I recommend. So hope this video was helpful, and again, I'll see you in the next video.